Congress leader and former Law Minister Ashwani Kumar quits the Congress party. Ashwani Kumar has quit the Congress party's association for decades, and he has said, I quote him here, it was no longer possible to carry on the burden of responsibilities, unquote. He shot off a letter to the topmost leader of the Congress party, Sonia Gandhi, and Mosmi is getting us all the latest on that. Mosmi, more than 40 years for Ashwani Kumar in the Congress party. What is the statement saying? What do you think is the reason for him to leave the party right now?
So Pooja, Ashwani joins the bandwagon of leaders that have deserted the Congress ship, and like the other leaders, somewhere Ashwani Kumar also indicated that he could no longer serve the interests of the country, in fact serve the country, remaining in the Congress party. He also mentions the word dignity and somewhere an inner calling to quit the party, but he indicates that he will continue serving Hello?
I can hear you, Mosmi. Go ahead. We can hear you.
Yes, I'm sorry. There was a slight glitch because we are traveling. So he did indicate that he will continue to remain in public life, and politically he'll remain active now. Much can be read between a very short letter that he has sent to Sonia Gandhi, but clearly reading between the lines, the big issue really was that he hailed from Punjab, and perhaps he was looking for some role in the politics of Punjab. He wasn't in the scheme of things, and somewhere he did feel being put out in the cold storage. And that's one reason that you see that Ashwani Kumar, who's generally a very former law minister, who's always been close to Dr. Manmohan Singh, been close to the Gandhis, been in the thick of strategizing and planning their quitting the party, does indicate that there is perhaps a turning away from the Congress state of affairs that are prevailing.
Mosmi, it's very interesting for him to say that in hope to proactively pursue public causes inspired by the idea of transformative leadership based on the dignitarian promise of a liberal democracy. So the words he's using, any possibility of him jumping ship to another party, or do you think for now it's just Ashwani Kumar leaving the Congress?
Absolutely, he has kept his cards open while what he's written in the letter. He's clearly indicated to the Congress president that he continues to have this willpower to remain in politics. So that is very interesting, and we did happen to speak to the former law minister, the veteran Congress leader, though he said that he didn't want to divulge more. He would be addressing the media later in the day, but he did say whatever he had written in the letter, Pooja, he had written from with a lot of anguish and whatever was in his heart. So that heartfelt perhaps letter from Ashwani Kumar, who was in the top echelons of power during the UPA rule, now quitting the Congress party.
So at 3 p.m, a press conference expected by the former Law Minister Ashwani Kumar, who's quit the Congress party, and I quote him here, consistent with my dignity to serve larger national causes outside the party fold. One more senior neta of the party has now decided to quit, but at 3 p.m, we'll know exactly why. Mosmi Singh tracking all the latest. Thank you so much for now, Mosmi.